So let's take a look and see here. Give a little position breakdown. Because it's July. But we got a lot of work coming. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let's just get into, some conversation pieces over the next couple of weeks or whatever. So the website that I use is rlads.com. Okay. And of course, they have everybody's depth chart. They have the Cowboys depth chart. So I think the best way to do this is to tap in with the Cowboys depth chart. They normally have inactives and, reserve people and all that. So they don't have that now. They just kind of got the roster full, So if you look and see like Corey Crooms is on the list, like Nate Pete is on the list, right? Brock Mogensen is on the list. So all these guys that we would consider them to be bottom of the roster guys, they'll be on this website. This is why I think that's important, because when you are evaluating the team, you need to see what the bottom is also. Now, if I'm going to give you a grade for your quarterbacks, the Dak Prescott percentage of the grade is going to weigh much higher than the Cooper Rush, Trey Lance percentage of the grade. That's just how life works, and that just makes sense. So, of course, the Brock Mogensen section is going to weigh less than the Eric Kendrick section, but I still need to know what your depth look like. And there's a lot of positions when we get there or whatever. There's a lot of positions in which once we get there, the top of the list is going to weigh extremely heavy and we're going to feel really good about it. But when we get to the bottom of the list, we're going to be like, what in tarnation is going on? Did you hear what I said?
Did you hear what I said?
All right, so let's run it for the cardio, okay? Let's talk about quarterbacks. Man. And normally quarterback ain't something that we need to talk about a whole bunch. And I look, man, I know I got the OGs in the back with the bad eyes, bro. Let me just go ahead and there you go. Right there. You see it? You see it with your eyes? Do you see it? There we go. Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, Trey Lance. That's your list of quarterbacks there. 19 look kind of weird on quarterbacks. 19 has developed into a wide receiver number, in my opinion. But shouts out to Trey Lance though. So Dak Prescott is firmly in place here. There's no competition for Dak Prescott. There's a lot of people that tried to fight the truth. There's a lot of people that think Drake beat Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the truth will always set you free. There's nothing that Cooper Rush can do with Dak Prescott. Even when he had his little run of games that he was carried by the surrounding characters on the team, there was nothing that Cooper Rush could do with the Dak Prescott battling position or whatever. Nothing he could do. And for all of those that have tried to poo-poo on Dak Prescott and his name, Trey Lance was a breath of fresh air for those guys, right? Anybody new that can come in and try to fight Dak Prescott, some of those quarterbacks are going to get hyped up a bit, right? Cooper Rush was on the team with a 5-1 record, and people was going, hey, we need to bring somebody in to compete with Dak Prescott. We need somebody to compete. It's never the idea of not overarching, but there's always been somebody over Dak Prescott's shoulder, right? There's a lot of people that have that mindset or that train of thought. Oh, we need to bring somebody in to compete with Dak to put some fire under him so he could play better, right? Dak's biggest op was Tony Romo. You know what I'm saying? And none of these guys can deal with that. These guys here, Cooper Rush, they can't deal with that. They can't see Tony, right? Then Cooper Rush winning his 5-1, it was nothing for Dak. And Trey Lance is here with his record that's less than 5-1, whatever Trey Lance's record is. I'm sure the comments will tell me. Man, I just kind of wish that the Dak naysayers, critics and detractors would just move on from that fight. Dak Prescott haters do have a good fight in terms of playoff wins. And they really don't. But that's the best fight they got. Hey, man, can we win in the playoffs? That's the best fight they got. And look, man, if that's the conversation, I'll tell you that's fair. I'll then compare with other quarterbacks that you like doing the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence, guys like, Justin Herbert, those type of characters, right? Like we can have a conversation about those dudes in the postseason. Deshaun Watson, if that's, I've been told y'all he was garbage, but In real life, if that's the fight that you want to have, man, I can't fight y'all on that. But the Dak Prescott haters that are fighting you over Cooper Rush and Trey Lance taking Dak Prescott's spot or anything like, man, come on, man, pick your fights better. So I think Dak Prescott is firmly your starting quarterback. I don't even think it's a competition. Like, the only competition for Dak moving forward ain't Dak versus Cooper Rush. It ain't Dak versus Lance. It's Dak's versus his last performance. That's his competition, you know? And I think Dak's last performance led the league in touchdowns with a and look, mind you, them first 6 weeks of nonsense, I keep bringing that up, but he eventually caught back up, led the league in touchdowns. And since the bye week, the Cowboys were the best offense in the league. That ain't my opinion. That's just what happened for real. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott gets busy. Finished second in the MVP. In the MVP, some people feel like he should have been first in the MVP. I'm not gonna give my opinion. Y'all call me a homer as is, but that's Dak's last year. So if you're looking for Dak Prescott to have competition, his competition is that. I had a good year, lost in the first round of playoffs. I got to be better than that. Trey and Coop not doing it.
It's fact.
They are not. So now what we have, the bigger conversation, right? Because you're starting quarterback A+. You're starting quarterback A+. You know, there's a bunch of people that sit up here and lie to me and be like, oh, Voch, if Dak was a free agent, nobody would run to sign Dak Prescott.
It's false.
But whatever. The real conversation is Cooper Rush versus Trey Lance. And I think there's a real life storyline here with those guys, right? Because I don't think the best man is just simply going to win. Sometimes we run into politics, man. Shots out to Will Steele at this point. He'll play the politics as usual, instrumental. I don't think that's what's going to happen here. I don't, pardon me. I think that's what's going to, I think politics are always going to be involved when money's involved. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Rush, we know who Cooper Rush is. Cooper Rush is going to be steady. He's going to work within the offense. He's not going to turn the ball over. He might turn the ball over. That last game versus the Eagles. That one on his 5-1 came because of turnovers, but that's cool. But for the most part, Cooper Rush doesn't turn the ball over. That's how you end up winning. And he'll rely on his defense and will come out on top with a hard-fought W. A good old win where Cooper Rush threw for 126 yards. I ain't making it up. That's not my opinion. Trey Lance is a much more talented quarterback than Cooper Rush. It's a much more talented quarterback than Cooper Rush. So now you got to ask yourself, Trey Lance's talent, or if y'all were here in the draft season watching my show, because you shouldn't be missing shows in real life, but if you don't miss shows, you've heard me say this 1,000 times. Are you floor guy or are you ceiling guy?
Did you hear what I said?
Because see, Cooper Rush is the ultimate floor guy. He's what he is right now. He ain't getting no better, but you know he can win games for you. He's going to work within your offense. Trey Lance got a pinky finger worth of talent more than half of Cooper Rush's body. That's just what real life is. Trey has better arm talent. Trey has better size. Trey has better athleticism. Trey has draft pedigree, but that doesn't mean anything here. Your draft pedigree doesn't mean anything here, Trey Lance. You know what I'm saying? In terms of who's better. Draft pedigree may mean something in a little bit when we start talking about what's to come. But your draft pedigree does not matter right here, Trey Lance. There's a world where Cooper Rush is better, but Trey Lance might get the job. And it could be because of Jerry Jones's ego. You know? Jerry Jones, I'm gonna send this for all the other quarterbacks in that class that ended up being trash. Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, they went for day 3 picks. Zach Wilson didn't they go for like 2026 9th round picks or something like that? Justin Fields and Zach Wilson, didn't they go for like pennies? They definitely played more than Trey Lance. Jerry Jones traded a big 4. Big 6, big 5. Jerry Jones traded big 4 for Trey Lance. So the first element of politics is, hey man, I can't prove myself. I can't be wrong here. Can't let them know I'm wrong here. Trey's gonna win this battle because I spent the big four on him. You know, Cooper Rush may be better. Another piece of politics that may end up working in this thing is, you know, we just talked about Trey Lance's pedigree and why that should mean something. Trey Lance being a first round pick and Cooper Rush, what was he, undrafted or something? He's a 10th round pick. Cooper Rush being a 10th round pick and Trey Lance being a first top three pick, 2, 3 pick. That's going to matter at the end of the day because the top 3 picks, they end up making a little bit of bread, dog. See, Cooper Rush make $38 a year, happily proud. Cooper Rush comes in and holds the clipboard, and when Dak needs some water, he come in and he throw 8 passes, he get cussed out, Dak goes back in. Cooper Rush cool with that job. If you need me in the game, I'll go in there. Hand the ball off 3 times at the end of the game because Dak done blow somebody out. Cooper Rush is fine with his job. At the end of the year, Cooper Rush make his $38 and he moves on with his life. But see, Trey is on that rookie money. Trey's on that first round pick rookie money. Trey's on that top 3 overall quarterback rookie money, which is way more than Cooper Rush's.
It's fact.
So now you in this world where you like, damn, dog, do I eat dead cat for this? Do I eat dead cat for this? See, Jerry Jones ain't think this out, dog. Jerry ain't think this out. He just, you know, Jerry just wanted to go out there and make a move that nobody else knew that he was about. He just wanted to put up a fight, man. Jerry ain't think this out. Boy, that rookie quarterback money, it's more than Cooper Rush's $38. Pardon me, because I don't know the exact number. I don't know the exact, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Trey Lance makes $16.25 million, and that goes up with an incentive. Shouts out to Will Steele, shouts out to Professor. Oh, they know what this is. Specifically, they know the number. I don't know. But I know that the damn rookie top 3 overall quarterback contract money in his 5th year is more than Cooper Rush's $38. I know that for sure. So even though Cooper Rush may be better, Jerry Jones and them sitting back there rooting for Trey Lance ass because, one, they need the money to make sense, and they need their ego to be appeased.